All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Jared Footlong once again. Let's go. Welcome back, man.
Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. It's good having you back here live. And today's main topic, we're going to be discussing P. Diddy, going deep dive into his rabbit hole.
The diddler.
Jumping on that Diddy train.
Diddy done did it.
Choo choo. Get on that train.
Yeah, it's like a rabbit hole. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the internet for 3-4 hours last night. I was up till 4 in the morning, just
damn,
connecting the dots.
So you and Diddy are pretty close now.
I'm probably a little more informed, but I don't know that guy. Yeah.
So would you hang out with him?
Not at all.
Okay.
He couldn't pay me enough.
I'll hang out with him.
Go ahead, bro. You probably become a celebrity overnight.
Probably hold his pocket. Let me get that pocket, Diddy.
You be holding more than a pocket.
I'm just playing. I wouldn't hang out with Diddy. I wouldn't hang out with no celebrities. Time for that.
So you want to hang out with Kanye?
No.
Really? I think I got the answers. I think I should hang out with Kanye.
Yeah, you can hang out with him.
I'd be like, yo, I got you. Let me be your, what's it called? A media manager or something like that? Handles the social media. Just so you don't mess the money up no more.
Yeah, you probably, once you turn around, he's gone.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going to waste your time, dude. Celebrities, they don't care about people. Oop. All right, before we start, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts like this one, you can head over to the MediaHijack.com, grab you some official Media Hijack t-shirts. And if you guys want to catch the replay for this live Twitch video, because in this episode, we're going to have a lot of videos for you guys to watch. So you guys can catch the replay on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to rate, comment over there, subscribe. And audio listeners, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Spotify, you guys too, because we got video on Spotify now. So if you guys want to watch a video on Spotify, we're over there. All right, let's jump into this P. Diddy rabbit hole. Did you know October 13th they named it Diddy Day?
Nah, I never heard of that.
He had his own holiday.
That's scary.
For something, he did a lot of cool shit, because he did get the keys to Chicago, the city of Chicago.
Really?
They gave him the keys, and then I think they gave him the keys to New York too.
Yeah, I knew he had the one to New York. I didn't know they did that in Chicago.
He got the keys wherever. I think they have to change the key locks now.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't want to let him back in.
Yeah, because on the surface level, when he's doing a lot of organizations where he's giving back to the community, to the kids and stuff, they're like, damn, he gave all these $1 million to so and so organization. He's doing a good job. Let's give him the key to the city. And then he worked his way like a snake, get deep with politicians and stuff, get deep with some heavy names in Hollywood.
You want to know how?
Tell me all about it. Let's get started.
The P. Diddy parties, bro.
P. Diddy parties. I mean, how did it all start? Let's go from the beginning. Tell me about this P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs.
All right, so you want the start of the parties, or you want the start of this whole case thing that's going on?
Well, we could start how he all started in his career, because he didn't just start at in music, did he? How did he all start?
Nah, I think he went to Howard University, I think, and he actually interned at a Uptown music record label, and some guy named Jarrell, I think he was the CEO at the time. That's the dude that he's the only dude, but apparently he put P. Diddy in a vice president position 4 months into him being an intern.
Damn.
Yeah, they had a secret arrangement.
Why secret?
You mean it's kind of one of those you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing.
Damn.
But I think his mom was also tripping. He was in college and he was talking about being at work all the time, and she was like, "Nah, bro, get that education." So I mean, if you end up becoming a vice president, you're in your freshman year of college. I mean, do you really need to finish?
You were diddling around, right? You found a shortcut.
Yeah, he did it.
If you were to went to university, right?
Yeah.
And they're you don't have to do all that hard work. All you gotta do is just bend over real quick, and then I'll give you a shortcut.
I mean, you might not even have to bend over. You might have to kneel down.
Yeah, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's something you didn't want to do, or you had no idea you're gonna do it. But you're like, man, this shortcut looks nice. God damn. Shortcut looks nice, and that check looks. There's a lot of zeros on there.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Damn.
But apparently it's like a cycle. Like Jarrell, the CEO who did it to him, he got done that too by, I forgot the other guy's name. It's some white guy from like another label. But they're like the parent company of Uptown Music or something like that. Or Uptown Records. And apparently he did Jarrell the same way. And next thing you know, Jarrell got his own record label.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a cycle, man.
So this is how they're getting record labels, huh? They're just giving it up.
Yeah.
Giving that whatever they're doing.
You gotta do something for the money.
Damn.
Because, I mean, you can't go to a bank and be like, hey, I want to start a record label. Give me $40 million. They're going to be like, bro, what? Get out of here.
So, like, I guess it's true then. Like it depends on who you know for you to get around in the...
Who you blow.
It depends on who you blow. Like, if you're I guess if you're in that type of scene with music, and if you want to make it, you need more than a college degree and skills.
Yeah, you got to have some, what do they call it, some guile. You got to have the know-how. You got to be willing to put some work in.
Work that back.
That back, that neck.
That backstroke, that... Jesus Christ.
Shout out Meek Mill.
Damn. I mean, if they were to give you that type of opportunity, right? And you're in the same shoes, like, man, I just want to make it. You know, I want to make my people proud. And then you get a type of offer like that, like, hey, if you do this, would you do it?
Me personally?
Right.
Nah. I'm sorry.
Money talks.
Money can't speak loud enough for that.
Okay.
Depends on what it is. Now, if you want me to jog around America like Forrest Gump, and I'm gonna get $600 million in a record label, all right, I might try that. But I'm not getting on my knees. I'm not bending over. You're not about to.
So you try and take the hard road, literally.
Yeah, I guess that would be the hard road.
You don't want to take the shortcut.
Not that kind of shortcut.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think like these SoundCloud rappers, right?
Yeah.
You think they get scouted by people that's in the industry?
Definitely.
I believe that too.
Because, I mean, a lot of artists, they'll speak on like, oh, well, you know, I don't say too much, but I actually like this one dude right here. Nobody's ever heard of him.
Yeah, and he's just talking gibberish. We don't even know what he's saying, but
right.
It sounds catchy.
Yeah.
Like, to the younger generation, they would appreciate it.
Yeah.
They're like, should we make this one famous? And then they have their little meeting in their office on like the 69th floor. And they're like, hey, this dude, you know,
yeah,
whatever his name is, I think he might be hot fire. Let's give him a call, knock on his door, give him an offer, and say, you got to sacrifice your firstborn too, and give up that ass.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the thing.
And it has to be all on video.
Like, you know, they make them show up to like the board meeting rooms, and they make them like perform on the table in front of everybody.
Damn.
Like the whole, like if they're on stage and they're like known for taking their shirt off and dancing and doing all this, they have to do that on the table in front of them to show them what the full effect.
In a board meeting.
So it's just you might bring your homeboy to press play on the speaker.
It's just like a damn movie, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know if everybody goes to that, but I've seen evidence of that. Like, I think, what's his name? Crap. What's that dude who made a song about a week ago? I forgot, but I don't know his name.
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Ah, okay.
I barely know Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's good. Saved you some time.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but yeah.
But either way, there's plenty of people who have gone through that. Dancing on tables.
I think I've seen that clip on Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's like a big rectangle table, right? There's a whole bunch of people in like a suit and tie.
Yeah. And
then someone hits play, right? And then he's all on the table and shit.
Yeah.
Being all loud.
And actually, what's his name? Lil Dicky. You follow Lil Dicky?
The white dude?
Yeah.
I don't follow him, but I know who he is.
He has a song called Ha Ha Ha. And like he's literally like making fun of the record industry. Because like he's dancing on the table, performing for these people. He's got like a clown face. Mm. And he's basically like mocking all the people in suits and stuff, trying to like this is stupid, like, basically. But
You think that? I'm pretty sure they do that on purpose, right? To like release all these trashy music because they want a trashy generation.
yeah. Well, actually, I think more so than just a trashy generation. They want to be able to make the most money.
Right.
If they can dumb people down, they can make more money.
That's the key.
So
like keep them where we want them. We don't want them to be educated like that. Like, get to like a level to where, oh shit, we can't control nothing no more.
right.
They're like, nah, we need a lot of you guys at the bottom, because if you guys all come together and come to your senses, we have a problem.
Yeah.
So like, all right, we don't want another Black Panther movement. That was hard back then. They're like, hey, let's play this on easy mode. Let's just
This is let's get a couple gangs out there, make them famous, and let them stay in gangs.
Right. Sounds right.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to sum it up.
Damn.
Because, I mean, you got people who live in suburbs following dudes who, like, they probably killed 4 people and all kind of other stuff. And they so-called resonate with them.
Hey. Yeah. All right, let's start on this Diddy thing.
All right.
Where do you want to start?
Let's go ahead and play the allegations real quick.
The allegation video?
Yes,
the first one we were talking about? All right, we're going to run
it all started.
The one with Cassie, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
I'm not a lawyer, but I just read all 35 pages of the lawsuit filed by Cassandra Ventura, a.k.a. Cassie, versus Sean Combs, a.k.a. Diddy. And child, let me give you the recap. Let me start off by saying the front page of this lawsuit has a trigger warning on it. So listen, let me say to you, this video could be triggering. You've been warned. Okay, so the beginning of the lawsuit just gives some background. It talks about how the two met in late 2005, early 2006. Cassie was 19 and Diddy was 37. Shortly after, Cassie was signed to Bad Boy. And at the time, Cassie was actually in a relationship with someone else, and Diddy was in a relationship with Kim Porter. But then on Cassie's 21st birthday, Diddy allegedly pulled her into the bathroom and forcibly kissed her. Cassie cried, and that was their very first physical encounter. Over time, Diddy continued to pursue her, according to this lawsuit. And then in September of 2007, Diddy allegedly picked Cassie up from her apartment and gave her a pill. The suit says that Cassie didn't know what the pill was, but she took it at his request. She later learned that that pill was ecstasy, allegedly. Then there's a story told from 2007 when Diddy allegedly paid a promoter to create a fake flyer for a party Cassie was hosting, but not really because it was fake. And it was done to give her a reason to go to Miami and get away from her boyfriend. During that trip, it's alleged that they did a ton of drugs, and that is when they had their very first encounter. By 2008, Diddy had allegedly introduced Cassie to opiates and would often have pills and other drugs out in the open like candy. Quote, upon information and belief, Mr. Combs has been addicted to prescription painkillers and took ecstasy frequently. The suit also alleges that Cassie's medical records were being sent directly to Diddy's email address. For instance, the suit says when Cassie was experiencing some memory loss, potentially due to excessive drug use and or head injuries caused by Diddy's alleged beatings, her MRI results were provided directly to Diddy. Somebody call HIPAA. By this point in the relationship, according to the doc, the dynamic between the two had been established and continued to be reinforced. There's the 20-year age gap between the two, Diddy's high-profile position as a music mogul in the industry, and then he's the CEO of the label that Cassie is signed to. He's also, according to this document, aggressive and demanding, requiring blind loyalty from anybody he works with, and he constantly flaunted large amounts of cash, which was quite intimidating for Cassie. He also paid for her apartments, her cars, her clothes, and vacations. And all of this combined contributed to Cassie's feeling like her entire life was under the complete control of Diddy. And then the lawsuit goes into violence and abuse.
Damn, this video's
the
long.
Suit tells multiple stories of violence in the relationship, from a story of...
All right, so Cassie, his ex, did he ever had any kids with her?
Nah, he had some other stuff with her.
Okay, so what's like the whole story? What she was saying about Cassie?
So I think he met her when she was like 17. She was already in a relationship, but she was trying to get into the record label. I forgot exactly what she was doing, but she could sing. And she had one hit single. Diddy co-produced the album and all that stuff, helped her get out there and all that, and then she just like disappears. And now she's only known for like being Diddy's girlfriend for like a long time. But apparently he was beating her. He had a video on his I think it was IG or Twitter. He was like trying to show her and all that stuff. She's like hiding up under some covers on the floor, and like he's like, "Come on now, babe, it's okay." And he's like coasting her. Like it looked like he just got done whooping her ass.
Was she in the bathroom? I think I heard about this one.
Well, they were actually in like a room, so I don't know if she was in the bathroom and then came out or what. But this particular situation, she was on the floor, like right next to the bed, next to a balcony and all this stuff.
Damn.
But he had so-called freak-off parties, which if you just Google freak-off, I'm pretty sure it's gonna bring up nothing but Diddy. But so he would hire like gigolos, male gigolos, and they specifically were like BBC gigolos. And he would just literally like have like 3 or 4 dudes like having relations with Cassie while he sat there and recorded just because he wanted to see
I heard about this one.
Yeah, like this was a frequent thing. And go ahead.
Did she want it to continue like their relationship where they were doing all that stuff to her because she wanted to be in the music industry? Well,
according to the lawsuit, he kept her doped up on drugs.
Damn.
So like
a slow drip?
Yeah, like if it's other people that will testify to this. Like when you go to a Diddy party, they literally have like drugs like separate, like organized and stuff. It's like imagine you go to a candy bar.
It's like Hollywood.
You see the M&Ms, you see the Skittles, Snickers, and all that stuff.
Like a variety pack.
But it's ecstasy, cocaine, weed, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? And they literally kept them doped up.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, no puns intended. But yeah, so on top of all that, you know, she was literally like scared because like this dude was whooping her ass, and it's like
beating the shit out of her,
to the point
choking
where,
her.
Yeah, choking her, like to the point where she'll disappear out the public for like a month or two, but he literally has her like in some apartment on the other side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Stay there until I tell you to come out because she's recovering from her beatings.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, it's like being like, imagine being with the president, and then it's like
you have no choice, huh?
Yeah, it's like, who you gonna tell? You know what I'm saying? You can tell the police, but now the police got to be like, yo, should we arrest this guy? Like,
it's like she's clearly intoxicated, under the influence.
Yeah, you can go that route too.
Clearly, you guys can see that, right? And then she basically has nobody on her side.
And it's like, even now that she's like left him and she's married, got kids and all that stuff, she still says she has like a drug and alcohol dependence. Like she just got hooked on that stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to get off, especially hard drugs.
Yeah,
like meth.
Ugh, I never tried it, but yeah, it's tough.
Meth. That's hard. Yeah, it's a hard drug to get off.
And she's not the only one he's done like that. Like, I mean, it's kind of a segue, but one of Diddy's well-known friends, they're kind of like not friends right now, but Jay-Z, they're saying that's what he's been doing to Beyonce since he met her.
Drugging her?
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is because there's like footage or videos of her like at a basketball game, and she just looks drugged out.
Yeah, this is aloof.
Yeah,
like aloof. I think
her eyes are just gone, like soulless. You know?
Yeah, and like you know, he it's oftentimes where he doesn't want nobody to come and talk to her, no interviews. For the longest, I heard like situations where if you want to hang out with them, you got to sign an NDA. That's the only way you can come into this car. The only way you can come over to the house. Because
the shit's about to hit the fan.
Yeah,
or like some raunchy shit's about to happen.
Most likely, yeah. I can only imagine. Like I've seen, you know, 50 Cent, right?
Yeah.
So 50 Cent is like, he's beefing with all these people that are involved in this stuff.
Because he never gave up his butthole.
Basically.
So he can talk all that shit.
Yeah, true.
Just like Cat Williams.
He found, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, Cat Williams even said, you know what? He tried to, P. Diddy tried to pay him $50 million for his butt like 4 times.
Like, damn.
He's like, you gotta tell Diddy no.
He could have been a billionaire, huh?
Close. Well,
Billionaire
yeah, close.
butthole. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Why Cat Williams though? Yeah, but that's crazy. $50 million. I think it's more than just getting his ass. It's more of getting him to like finally go to the dark side.
It's a submission type thing, like
right. It's a power move. They're like,
yeah.
we're gonna get you. Oh, you think you're so high and mighty? We're gonna get you. They're like, offer him $50 million.
Right.
It's like, yeah, like who would turn down $50 million? Then he turns it down. Like, try that shit again.
Yeah.
Try it again next year.
Basically.
It's like, damn, you don't want that shit. Then Cat Williams like, all right, fuck that dude. Try to kill him.
I wonder if he's been trying to be killed yet. I think he said something about that in one of his interviews.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this shit. Like, fuck $50 million. I'm gonna go to a middle school and fight kids.
He was at a middle school. I thought he was like in the neighborhood trying to like.
I just remember the clip saying Cat Williams fights a middle schooler. I'm like, god damn.
That wasn't even a fight. He was just getting beat up.
He was getting choked out by like a wrestler.
Like I mean, if a grown man, you're gonna do your best to like hold back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just beat up a little 8-year-old, even though he's taller than you.
Yeah, got all that torque.
But yeah, man. I mean, it gets deep. Like 50 Cent, he claims that Beyonce is like the bigger mastermind than Jay-Z. Jay-Z does his dirt, but Beyonce controls him.
She looked pretty like you know something's happening behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, of course.
You just feel it.
Yeah,
in her interviews, like, is that really her?
Yeah, she kind of has this is a evangelical kind of vibe where she's just like holier than thou all the time.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like American Horror Story, where in the beginning you see the head lady come down and she's all nice. Turns out she eats people.
Damn. She could have been like really innocent at first, right? I think that's how they all start.
Yeah.
And then they get sucked into the industry. They're like, damn, this shit is a whole lot darker than I thought.
Well, I mean, you gotta imagine you're 22 and you have $400 million at your disposal. You got people who, if you just call them, they will go do some of the most heinous things for you, just because you're you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might get some ideas.
So much power, right? And then you're doing that for like years and years. I'm pretty sure you get bored of it, right?
Yeah.
So you just keep on pushing the envelope. Like, how far can I take this?
Yeah. Or if you have people challenging you, it's like, oh well, I guess we got another one on the list. You know what I'm saying? I got to make a better example of you than I made of the last person because y'all keep trying me.
So her, Beyonce and Jay-Z probably like reached like a really high level, right, where they almost can't be touched like that.
I don't think so much anymore, but yeah, at one point they seemed untouchable.
Yeah, because I think Diddy. Well, I guess it started with Epstein. They're like, oh shit, if that whole shit with Epstein like blew up like that, it's gonna eventually it's all gonna start falling down.
Yeah.
Right, because he had a lot of like really like big high profile politician names like on the list that was going to his island. So if that shit happened, of course, like the next step will be break the whole thing down from the bottom. And
I mean, it was rumors that Jay-Z and Beyonce and Diddy were on that list.
Was it all like redacted?
I'm not sure. It was something I read when they were first talking about, we're going to release the list, which they've never like really fully released it. You can see what they whatever they released. But people were, the reason it took so long was people were going to court and basically trying to prove their innocence before the list got put out so they can be taken off the list.
Oh.
Yeah. So. It's
just like, I don't know the name. It's like some big banker. He got his name off that list. I think he paid like $700 million.
I can imagine.
Some shit like that. Yeah, if you got that money, you're clean from the damn official records, right?
Yeah, as long as you can beat the outing of it, you know what I'm saying? You probably did it, but you got enough money, you can get a good lawyer and all this stuff. As long as you can beat it reaching the public, you're good because you can keep your job. You can probably chill, lay low for a little while, and then do it again.
You think like that's what like okay? So the other rumor is like when they did the P Diddy raid, right? Mm-hmm. The other rumor was like people in like high level positions, like they wanted them to do that so they could get all the information they had on them, and then destroy that evidence.
Well, I mean, okay, so for the Epstein case, apparently that was like oh shit, we might get canceled, but that was like I think it was Syrian or some country in the Middle East.
Some oil heads.
Yeah, they were funding that, and they literally did that just so they can get information on their enemies in the West.
Is that true?
That's what I read into, and there's like a video documentary about Epstein. You can check it out. I'll probably have to look up the video and send it to you, but I don't know if it's 100% true or not. But it was like a psyop. Basically.
Well, I mean, like, if the whole case, like, with Epstein, right, his whole little island, if that was a real thing, right, that was one small thing in this big-ass world. Like, wouldn't you think there's a whole bunch of other islands or countries that doing the same thing on, like, a more massive level? Yeah, that's just, like, something that just got caught up out here.
There's millions of missing children every year.
Yeah.
Just imagine where they're ending up.
Even like children that's being born like off the map, like, you know, like you get a girl pregnant, right, and nothing has to be documented or anything, and then they'll have a baby and like they're a little tiny hospital.
I think it was Mother Teresa's orphanage. They were selling babies out of there, like undocumented.
Damn, imagine being an undocumented baby. You don't even exist.
Yeah, you probably don't even get to like learn stuff. You're just there to serve.
And your first words were Diddy.
Diddy know.
Diddy, like, oh, you think it's saying daddy.
But so getting back to Diddy, because you know we got all this list of allegations and stuff like sex trafficking, sexual assault, solicitation, distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. You know, for the longest he was trying to like hide that stuff, like the whole like gay allegations and stuff.
Like Diddy being gay?
Yeah, like he sucked at it. Like if you play the next clip, the Signs clip, he like there's so many different little things he would say, and then people would be like, "Wait,
gay, huh?
What? What'd you say? What?"
Damn, I mean, like, man, like when I hang out with my friends, I say a lot of gay stuff too. But I'm thinking but Diddy is full blast.
Nah, yeah,
but
it's mostly when he's drunk though.
Yeah,
like when he's like sober, I think he can contain it or whatever. But when he starts getting drinking and stuff, oh no, it just oozes out of him.
all right, let's listen to this. Let me just examine this.
Kevin Hart and Usher.
All right, here we go.
Sit on the bed at night, no homo, no, just don't get close to the bed, don't get close to the bed. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. You know, shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, like, I don't want it to come close.
Right now they got Kevin Hart talking.
I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen,
that was stupid.
Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
I'm a thug. At the end of the day, I killed, man. No, listen, at the end of the day, I killed. Right, know me, man. Listen,
but like all those people in that little scene right there, minus Kevin Hart, they got sexual assault allegations.
Oh, like right now?
Well, not just over time.
Does Usher got any allegations against Diddy?
Well, okay, so just to kind of like segue into that. So what Diddy was talking about was he hosted things called what's called a flavor camp.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so Usher was like 15 or 14 when he first got signed and recognized for his music talents and all that stuff.
Right, he was a child.
And Diddy recommended, he supposedly got some permission from his mother to have him come stay with him for like 4 or 5 months.
Diddy flavor camp
at his house. And
that's fun.
Yeah, so when he says things like, "Oh, we used to wrestle over Frosted Flakes in bed," you know what I'm saying, in the morning. It's
What's the
like,
code word? What is it?
wrestle? You know what I'm saying? What are you wrestling with somebody's son for?
Right. I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, so that was one of that's one of the few signs. It's like, okay, what are you doing, bro?
Right, because I remember like they did an interview with Usher, right? And then they asked him about, hey, like how was it at Flavor Camp? He was like, yeah, it was fun. Like we did a lot of like fun activities and stuff. Like I learned a lot out there. And then they asked him at the end, they're like, would you want your kids to go out there? He was like, hell no.
Right.
Like whoa,
Exactly.
like the whole tone changed.
Yeah, because it got real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because he knew what happened. So they're like, would you allow your kids to go there? He was like, fuck no.
Exactly. And everybody who's had those kind of interviews will say the same thing.
Yeah, and I think that was like something that like he said, just off of like emotion.
So apparently
Damn,
at
that's
one
scary.
of these Diddy freak off parties, it's a rumor. But you remember when Usher came out with like, "These are my confessions" and all this stuff, talking about cheating and all this stuff.
Yeah, that shit slaps.
So it was over some. He gave somebody herpes. All right.
Usher?
Yeah. He believes that he got herpes from one of Diddy's freak offs.
That party.
Yeah, the party life.
Diddy party. It's like almost like he has his own little Playboy mansion, right?
Pretty
It's like
much.
those type of parties.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so that's where that whole fiasco was. And they came out, they were suing him, they were trying to say it was sexual assault and stuff like that, and it disappeared in the tabloids. They pretty much used it to get his name out so he can get his album, you know what I'm saying, into some notoriety or whatever. But then they like paid them off and was like, all right, we're done now. But later in life, Usher did the same thing to Justin Bieber, which Justin Bieber
He learned from the best, right?
yeah, I guess so.
Damn.
But Justin Bieber stayed with Diddy and Usher at two separate times. And there's like videos of Diddy like checking Justin Bieber's like, yo man, you don't call me. I've been calling you.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
It's like, bro, why you checking the fucking teenager, bro? Like,
It's like you don't call me no more ever since you got famous.
but he
But
bought him a Ferrari, a couple mansions.
Excuse me.
Like I guess he was giving him gifts for the gifts that Justin was giving him.
He took him shopping.
Took him shopping,
Shit.
just like Meek Mill.
Imagine you were a kid, right? And you were playing your music in the middle of Atlanta, right? Trying to make it big. You're collecting change. And then Usher comes up to you like, hey, man, I believe in you. I believe you have, like, pure natural talent. I want to take you under my wing.
As a kid, I probably would have been like, oh, wow, Usher. But my parents wouldn't let that happen.
Oh.
My dad would be the first person to be like, nah, bro, what are you talking about? You can go over there and we'll come pick you up before it's nighttime type stuff.
Yeah. I think, like, me, like, as a kid, if somebody did that, I wouldn't even tell my parents. I'd be like, fuck that.
I mean, you're just going to disappear?
I'm about to disappear.
Well,
I'm pretty sure, like, Justin Bieber, same shit. It's like, fuck that. Like, it's Usher. I know Usher. He's not going to do anything bad to me.
I think his mom gave him the okay.
Oh.
Because, like, now she came out, she's like, oh, well, you got my son hooked on drugs and blah, blah, blah. I was like,
Wait, he got hooked on drugs?
Yeah, Justin Bieber has a drug addiction, bro.
What type? What? Cocaine?
I don't know exactly what, but I know he likes to pop pills.
That's more.
I'm pretty sure he's smoking stuff like that, too.
Yeah, because, like, he had to grow up fast because he was in the limelight, like, shit, way before he was 18.
They were sexually assaulting him, like, on live television, and nobody said anything.
How?
Like, this one clip, he received an award, and I don't know the lady. I think it was, like, Pink. It might not be Pink, but she looked kind of like Pink with the hairstyle.
Because she's white.
Yeah, I guess so. But she like grabs him from behind and like pulls him in, starts kissing him on the neck, and he's just like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" He's like probably 15, 16 at that time.
Yeah, but like like when you go to like a family reunion, right? You see like people you haven't seen for a long time, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's cute little Justin Bieber. Let me just grab him and kiss him."
Well,
That's when I saw that clip, and when I saw that, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's like an innocent clip." I didn't saw it as like, "Oh, she was trying to grope a child on TV."
But what was the key word you used? Family reunion.
Oh, she wasn't.
That's some lady in the industry who just knows Justin Bieber and said, "Oh, I gotta go get me a kiss."
What I mean, because I mean, look, back then, right? Justin Bieber, he was known as like the heartthrob, right?
I mean, yeah, but he was a teenager. Like he wasn't a grown man. Middle-aged women were throwing panties at him on stage when he's like 16.
Yeah, so like when we already know all that, right? But when we saw like celebrities like just groping on him, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's normal. He's getting all the girls and guys. You know?
Yeah.
It's when they get older and then you see how they are now, like how he matured and shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Pretty rough around the edges.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to deal with that the rest of his life mentally.
Yeah, because they did something to him.
A lot.
Flavor
camps.
Now he's probably grooming people on his own, because like shit, he's probably bored. It's like, damn, man, you know what Usher and Diddy did to me? Like, I didn't like that, but
I don't think he got it in him to do that. Cause like they get called out quicker than other people get called out.
Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope he's not.
Let's hope it's not doing that to other people.
Let's hope he's breaking generational curses from the flavor camps.
Yeah, because I still like doing like Justin Bieber songs and karaoke. So if I found out like Justin Bieber was doing fucked up things to like people, children or whatever,
yeah, you're gonna
can't even do karaoke no more.
You're gonna still sing it.
Can't even do karaoke no more.
People are
man.
still blasting R. Kelly like he is a god among singers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know we run that shit. We run that. I'm gonna take a little break and then we come back. We're gonna go over these other videos that we got. All right, be right back. All right, and we're back. We got Aaron Stuffwell in the chat. Let's go. This is Chris Unholy in the chat.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome, Chris Unholy. We miss you out here, man. Come back to Georgia. What you doing in Utah? Take the whole family and move them back here. All right. Let's jump back into this P. Diddy. Which other video did you want to play?
So we got some darker allegations. It's a lady by the name of Jaguar, right? I can't remember if she was an artist or she just used to work on the label for him.
Jaguar.
Yeah, but she actually starts talking about people that went missing or died that was with the label that they used to work in there.
So they all used to work together.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has real shit.
Yeah, real talk.
All right, so we're gonna play the next clip. Or?
She's been like saying stuff for years, but everybody's like, you're just trying to get clout. But now all this stuff's coming out, and they're like, wow, she's probably
right. Why is that? Like, why do people do that?
I think they look at it like, well, you're no longer in the limelight he is, so you're trying to be a hater.
She's trying to bring him down.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, I saw like some real ass shit. This is just my story. Like, oh no, you're just trying to get famous off him.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Imagine that, right? Imagine you were getting raped. Right? By Diddy and 50 Cent. And you're like, oh shit, fuck, why 50? And then it was like, man, you're just trying to get clout, man.
No,
no, your butthole's safe. Like, no, nobody did nothing to you.
Okay.
You're just trying to get... Wouldn't you get so mad at the world, right?
Yeah, no, I'd probably just make an assassination and call it a day.
See, this is how we get kids shooting up schools, because nobody ever believed them.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some situations like that, but I'm still stuck on you putting me in that, but it's all good.
I would be pissed. I'm like, damn it, man. Like, Usher just ran a train. It hurts. No one's to believe in me. Like, man, look at there's an Asian guy out here trying to get clout. Like, what the hell? My butt hurts. All right, let's play this clip. So this is a Jaguar. She was working in the industry with the label. So
Right.
she was working with him.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen.
But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to
He's
myself
talking
the
about his
other
ex-wife
day,
right now.
Okay.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead.
Yeah.
Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know... You want to know what they all had in common, though?
What?
The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Mm-hmm. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, here's like the thing. Like I heard, like with her, like with Diddy, one of Diddy's ex. Like, I know you were the one that told me this. Like, she found him sleeping with two other guys.
That's what everybody's saying.
And she was about to release like a book, like a tell-all book, and then she died.
Yeah,
from like what, like an aneurysm or something like that, right?
Yeah, magically, what, like a week or two before it's supposed to come out?
How convenient is that, right?
Very convenient. And it's like everybody's dying when they're trying to like talk about their lives. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's scared of what they're gonna say about him.
What's crazy is that they can like start killing off these people that have all this information on him, but then what happened to where he ended up being the one that was raided and he ended up being the one put on the map? Now, how did that happen? How did he lose all that power or control over whatever was happening in that that world? You
know, Cassie made her allegations and she sued him, and I think it wasn't even like 3 or 4 days later he gave her like $800 million to like shut up. But she's married to an attorney or a lawyer or something like that now, so they basically took that money and said, okay, well, we're gonna put another allegation on you, and they basically just ramped it up. And ever since she came out, you got a producer named Lil Rod. He came out. He's talking about sexual assault, harassment, I think blackmail too. I got to check back into that. But you know, it's people coming out the woodworks like, yo, this happened to me back in '87. This happened to me back in the '90s. You know, this happened to me in 2000s. Like, people were like, this was kind of like the snowball effect. You know, like, what I'm saying? Everything that was in the dark is all coming out the light now, right? Yeah. All of it. Just like Cat Williams said, this is the year of truth, or the age of truth. Excuse me. The year of the dragon. Sure. Yeah, just pulling all those motherfuckers out. Yeah. Bob says, I seen that on Instagram. Aaron Stuffwell says, yeah, the whole Kim Porter situation is super suspicious. Yeah. Bob says, Cassie, she says he settled the next day. Oh, the next day. God damn. It was like $800 million. Just imagine that going into your account overnight. Damn. If somebody offered you $800 million, right? Yeah. To get a whole Diddy train special? No. Okay. No. For the people in chat, if they offered you $800 million to get a Diddy special, would you guys do it? Get done by the diddler. Yeah, like be like, oh, I just hit the lotto. Ouch. Ow, it hurt. Aaron Stuffwell says he knew she had some dirt on him and all the sex parties he had. Yeah. Here's what I heard about Diddy with this whole drug thing, right? Remember you were talking earlier about the parties where he had like drugs like all lined up, like ecstasy, cocaine, meth, all that shit. It's like a fucking drug Candyland. Yeah. What I heard is that Diddy, he formulated his own drug, his own ultimate party drug. You heard about this? Yeah, I think it's ecstasy and cocaine. Like mixed together, right? Yeah, I can't remember the name, but it was like pink something. Yeah. Real talk. Pink Pink something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head. I should have wrote it down.
Damn. Look it up, guys. Don't get caught though. But but yeah, that's what I heard. Like Diddy was making like his own drug for his parties.
They arrested his they call him a drug mule. Some white guy. I've never heard of him, but I think he plays sports or something like that.
Right. So he had like people delivering all the drugs, running all the drugs for him. Cause like what's crazy is that, man, Diddy, he was doing this like pretty much freely, openly, and for a long time,
but
nobody's like really said anything. As when I say nobody, I mean like the police department or anything. Nobody was trying to crack down on nothing.
But think about it, like at his parties, it's never like anybody can show up. Like I think he's had Hillary Clinton there. He's had what's the prince's name? I forgot, something Markel. He had the prince and his wife there at parties. He's had
talking about the oil prince.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's had politicians from different countries at his parties. He's had judges, district attorneys.
Shit, if he got the judges, the district attorney, and then he got the most powerful oil people in the world, right?
They're all partying together, bro.
So they all hold each other accountable for when shit hit the fan. So I think he was a sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think they're holding each other accountable. I think they're more so just like stepping back, like, oh, well, he did that shit. I don't know what he talking about.
Right, so they all, as a collective group, right?
Yeah.
All the fucked up people, they're like, hey, it's coming down to, like, we got to give up somebody. Who could we give up that could be somebody's, like, really big to where it puts, like, less pressure on us? And then I think everybody voted Diddy. They're like, yeah, you know what, Diddy? Yeah, he had a good run.
But you got to think about it. Like, there's going to be people that get arrested because of Diddy being under him. And they're going to mention, like, oh, well, yeah, Hillary Clinton and me, we were popping pills in the back room looking at gigolos have sex with Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to, everybody's not going to be smart enough to, well, it's not even smart enough. People are probably going to be trying their best to get out of this. So they're going to sell everything that they can to get a lighter sentence. Especially if you're not making the hundreds of millions of dollars like Diddy and everybody else.
He's basically like a billionaire, right?
Yeah, I think he was at one point. I think he sold it. He sold his Revolt by, I think, he had like 4 other kind of companies. I think he lost his contract with Ciroc like a year or 2 ago.
Oh.
So.
Bob says there's something going around about Diddy and with Michael Jackson's death. Just rolled out of bed, subscribe for 12 months straight. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
It's a lot of money. We're going to get a burrito after this. Aaron Steffel says he just sold Revolt. Yeah. What is Revolt?
Revolt is like you familiar with BET?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a BET, but owned by black people mostly. Now it's not owned by black people fully. But he had like a magazine. I think they had a channel. They displayed a lot of music artists, on there. They had a lot of talks and stuff, like people talking about different initiatives they're trying to get started and stuff like that.
It's like a company.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Big company.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Like
was it geared towards like the black community?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they had something called like the Black Summit every year or something like that. They'll have a bunch of young minds and business entrepreneurs and stuff like that get together.
So like, was he like a part of it, or was he just like a shareholder in the company?
Don't have me lie to you. I think he's something more like a shareholder. I don't think it was just his idea. But I do know he was there for the inception of it.
Had to show his support, right?
Yeah.
For whatever he invested in. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That's like how everything is in real life. Aaron Steffel says it's tied to iHeartRadio, I think, too.
Okay.
There's a iHeartRadio studio out in Atlanta.
There is?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I saw it. I looked through the window.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saw the whole setup. I was like, oh, okay, that's how they do it.
You should go see what you can get over there. Tell them, you're fresh. Got some things to offer. You can probably mess around and get your own station.
Yeah. But they're like, with people, they're desperate, right? They want to give up themselves and shit. You think like people in the industry, like they bite stuff like that, where people that's like desperate to have something, or do the people in the industry, they're the one that chase what they want?
I think it's a bit of. I think it's like both, because like you might have somebody who's not really interested in being desperate to get what he wants, but they like them so much. It's like, well, look, man, you know, I know you're taking the long route, but we got $50 million and some KYG over here, or KY jelly over here. So
yeah, let me give you an example of like you know, like when they say industry plant, right? You know that girl, she does a podcast. Her name is like Bobby something. It's a white girl.
She's like beefing with Drake right now or something like that.
They're saying like she's an industry plant, but there's like a podcast where she said that the industry came to her, right? She got a phone call from, they said, hey, we're the industry, we're gonna come talk to you. And then immediately after that, she got a knock on the door. And then they came up to her, they're like, hey, you know, we're the industry, we can make you famous, we can blow up your name, you know, this amount times, and then we can make you rich and famous. But you have to give up something, and then they said you have to give up your firstborn after that.
Oh man.
Then you'll start getting, you know, all the fame. Because she did come out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And then she's doing interviews with like all the top artists, all the top people in music and money business. She's doing like interviews with that dude from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
What's that guy? He's like a tech guy. Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah. She's doing interviews with everybody. Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Big guys and shit. And she told a story like she was offered like a lot of money and everything as long as they can take control of her whole life.
Yeah, I mean, she lost her family and everything.
Yeah, she lost her whole family after that. And then like I saw her recently on a podcast. It's called the Bad Friends Podcast with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. And you know, they did the podcast. It looked like she didn't even want to be there. She was like so like nonchalant, and you know, like they asked her questions, she didn't really want to answer it. She was like so like I don't know the word, but she's like not like mellow, but she is almost like she's like was like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know, like this is not.
That's kind of like her persona though. She's always
yeah.
Like
and then yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, how do a person like with a personality like this get like that famous? And then you start to think like, how did that even happen? Because you know, if you see some of her interviews, it's so like she's not really trying at all. But then for some reason, she's blown up like crazy.
I think it's the clips that they get from that, like the shorts that they are able to create.
Right.
Because like I forgot the other guy's name. He got a podcast, and you know, he kind of says things and like kind of like what's his name? Annie Zilonakis, or the guy from
Andrew Milonakis.
Yeah. He kind of like has that kind of vibe to it where he asks like a weird question in like a very like either weird, creepy way or like a dry way. And I think she's kind of like latching on to that kind of format and just taking it and running with it.
Yeah.
Because like, I only ever heard about it because I seen a clip where I think she was talking to 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
And she like asked something like, she asked like kind of like a lowbrow question, and he like checked her on it. It was like, I don't remember the word for word, but I'm just gonna paraphrase. He's like, well, you know, you got to have a couple $1 million to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, oh well, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that's how she talks.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, whatever.
I think she's kind of took from that format and tried to run with it. And I think they only get clicks because either the name that's showing up or the little clips of the little back and forths she has with people.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hold on. Bob says Ice Spice and Tyler. That's how you say it?
Tyler, yeah.
Oh, she says, that depressed sounding girl. Yeah, she does sound like depressed. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like, that shit is weird. It's like, I was like, how did her podcast, like, get that much heat like that? Like, when I say heat, like, she was getting all the top people to do her podcast. I was like, why are they doing her podcast for?
I mean,
she came out of nowhere.
Ask her if she knows Diddy.
No, she knows what happened. She sold her soul, man. She's a plant. Yeah, industry plant. She even admitted that shit.
Oh yeah,
I gotta find that clip. Yeah, she admitted it. She told the whole story. Like they came to her house and everything, and they offered her all this money. And then she said they're gonna put me in the limelight. And then, because if you look at her, like, I don't think she possessed like any type of talent where it actually puts her like above anybody else as far as her personality. Because it's almost just like a normal person talking like, hey, I'm so like lazy, but I'm gonna do a podcast. And they're gonna give me Drake, they're gonna give me 2 Chainz, they're gonna give me Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
And then the way she talks is just like, damn, like how does a boring girl like that get all these big people?
I think she's like one track minded because I like the only reason I think might have been the second clip I seen, like she was going back and forth with Drake. She was like, yeah, it's my son's birthday today, and he's like, why the fuck are you doing this podcast? It's your son's birthday. Go home.
That's what she said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds real.
They've been going back and forth, but people were saying like, oh, they slept with each other and all this stuff. And
yeah, they're like, that's why she got a divorce. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, no, because there's another. What was that? The boxer we were just talking about, like what?
Ryan Garcia. He was on there too.
Yeah,
yeah.
In his when he was there, he was like picking her up and stuff, and he was just being very aggressive. But she wasn't like.
It was weird.
She was receiving it. It wasn't like oh, don't do that. It was oh wow, this is cool. You know?
Yeah, she comes off as like super introvert. Like hey, like you keep our space.
Yeah. Like
it's almost like I'm just clocking in just to do a job, just to do an interview, and then I'm done. I want to go. When I'm done, I just want to go watch Netflix. Yeah, she's like, I don't want to deal with all these Hollywood people. You know, like she's just doing it because she's getting so much. She's generating a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what they offered her. Like, yeah, we're gonna give you like, don't worry about it. Your firstborn.
She definitely didn't show up on his first birthday.
Cash in, yeah.
She probably already got him on the list. Like, yo, whenever y'all gonna come get him, he's right here.
There's like another story I heard about like a business guy, right? Like some people, they offered him a lot of money for his daughter. He's like, I'm not gonna give you my daughter. They're like, no, you don't have to give us your daughter. Like it's just like a metaphor. Like just say you're gonna give us your daughter. Like we're not gonna physically take her. And then he was like, oh, okay. Like, and then he gave them permission to have his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Because they were saying like, hey, we can move you up in position in your career right now. We're gonna move you up that ladder as fast as you want, you know. But you just gotta give us permission to give your daughter. And then like, we're not gonna physically take her. It's just a mental thing, you know.
Yeah.
So he gave them permission, and then like later, like in the week, his daughter started having nightmares, like nightmares of seeing like demons and ghosts chasing her all the time. And the mom was like, I don't know what's happening to our daughter, but she's having a lot of nightmares. She's seeing all these demons chasing her, and she can't sleep no more. I don't know what to do. And then the dad was like, I gotta tell you something. Like I sold her soul to like these people. I didn't know it was real. I thought it was fake. And then he was like, no one's gonna believe me, but this is what I did, and I think this is why she's having her nightmares.
That's really dumb. But
this was one of the stories that I heard from on the internet. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because you said how much they paid him?
They gave him like a couple bump on his career. Like he's probably like CEO or whatever his company.
I mean, like
it's just
to get elevated like that. You really thought they weren't going to do nothing. This is a joke,
right? You wouldn't believe that.
No, it's something comes with everything,
right?
So he's dumb for that. I mean, yeah, there's no other way to put that. He's stupid.
But I mean. Yeah, I mean, we can say that because like we're more aware of like things that can actually happen like beyond like this reality. But for the normal person that's just walking around, if somebody offered you that, you'd be like, yeah, sure, I don't believe in that shit. Right? Anybody would have done it. Like, yeah, sure. I'm gonna say yes, and let's see what happened to my career. Right? And then he gets like offered like a fucking a new position in a job where he's like on top and shit. It's like, oh shit, that shit's real. But then his daughter get fucked up. It's like, oh, that's real.
Yeah, like, I mean, maybe somebody who's like desperate to get out there.
See,
you know what I'm saying? They're like, I'll give you anything. You know, take my pinky.
I mean, like I said, like people don't believe in stuff like that. So it wouldn't even be like something that's desperate. It's something like they just don't believe in.
I guess so. I can't relate. Because, I mean, stuff like that, I think I told you, like, my family, like, we got, like, kind of an empath kind of history with us. So.
Right. So you would feel that shit. You're like, oh, no, I mean, I'm not fucking with that shit.
Like, devil's over here.
Yeah, you're like, nah. We got a whole bunch of other videos, right? We got the people list. We got the other video. But I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to drop some other videos for you guys.
All right.
Be right back. All right, and we're back. All right, I guess you can lead us to the next video.
All right, so getting back to the Diddy case, there's starting to form a long list of names that's involved. Like, I don't think he's in the clip, But Cuba Gooding Jr., familiar with him from radio?
Yeah.
He's in the list in the Lil Rod case where he's sexually harassing or sexually assaulting Lil Rod while he's like trying to work.
Little Rod?
That's the name of the producer. That's
a wild name.
And you know what? I thought about that. It's kind of a misleading name. Like I mean, his name is probably like Rodney or something like that.
Oh,
but you know, it's just like wow, that's too convenient to be working with Diddy, bro.
Lil
like,
Rod.
Yeah, Diddy probably gave him the name.
Like, oh, all right, Lil Rod.
Yeah, but so okay, we got a list of everybody that's so-called been named in the allegations so far as this case goes.
Oh, you want to play the video?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here is everyone named in the P. Diddy sexual abuse lawsuit.
Okay.
Firstly, the lawsuit mentions Jennifer Lopez. The lawsuit claims that while Jennifer Lopez was dating P. Diddy,
from the Bronx,
she brought a gun and gave it to Diddy in the 1999 nightclub shooting. It also claims that Diddy forced his then artist, Shy, to claim responsibility for the shooting. Next, the lawsuit specifically mentions Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex.
What?
It reads in part, quote, Mr. Combs was known for throwing the best parties. Affiliation with and/or sponsorship of Mr. Combs' sex trafficking parties granted legitimacy and access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry. Lastly, there is Cuba Gooding Jr. The lawsuit claims that Gooding Jr. sexually assaulted Lil Rod while on P. Diddy's private yacht. This is a photo of Cuba Gooding Jr. with his arm around Lil Rod smirking.
Damn.
P. Diddy's future is unknown, but the likelihood of federal charges being brought against him for sex trafficking or extremely high. Follow to stay updated.
Damn. I didn't know he was getting down like that.
Nah, Diddy's the diddler, bro. Like he's like, if we can make a villain out of somebody, he is a villain. He's like a super villain.
Damn.
Like, dude is.
Isn't it exciting though? Like, there's like people like that.
No, because we don't have enough heroes. Are you kidding me? You seen Spider-Man running around here lately? Like,
Oh, but I mean, but you know, like as far as like us, like getting exciting, entertaining news, right? It's been bland, right? And then all this allegations on Diddy came up, but now, you know, it sparked all these videos and conspiracy about what's going on in Hollywood and stuff like that shit. I mean, of course it's bad, but it's exciting at the same time, right? Like, because we always wonder what's actually going on in this community with celebrities and politicians, and they're worse than us.
yeah, I mean, they have money and access to actually do stuff that we might think about, but we can't actually do.
They're actually doing it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Aaron Steffwell says, oh yeah, I remember that J-Lo and Diddy shooting. That shit was wild. Bob says, word on the street, J-Lo used a strap on Diddy. Damn.
God damn. All right.
Where did you get that information from? I mean, it doesn't sound like far out there, but I never heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Bob says it's a distraction. From what though?
I think it's a distraction from like the overall, like you were talking about earlier, how there's like probably people way above him and they probably just step back and like let him be the sacrifice.
Right.
But I think it's all gonna lead to them anyway. I think they're just trying to delay time.
Yeah, because I think there's more good people than bad people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But like the bad people, they have the most power. That's the difference.
Because they have less morals, so they're gonna step on more necks. Than
Right. You just don't become a billionaire.
Yeah.
There's something morally bad you have to do.
Yeah.
You have to go out the lane a little bit.
Or because like you can be somebody like I don't think he became a billionaire, but the person that made the fidget spinner, they got like extremely rich off of like the most dumbest little concept. So
Are they broken now?
they probably are now. I don't know before, but like he seemed like a little wholesome guy when I seen him on the little video. Yeah, it
Damn.
was like an interview or something like that.
But yeah, like the whole like the shooting with like Diddy and J-Lo. Like I heard J-Lo was the one that took the gun.
Yeah,
From-
she's
She was a part of that whole shit.
Yeah, like she's really from the Bronx, man. Like,
Damn.
She was like, oh, my baby boy needs his gun. Let me go get it for him.
Damn, that's wild.
But if she's using the strap on Diddy, bro, like that's, I can believe.
Well,
it.
yeah, it's believable now because like Diddy is known to diddle with dudes.
I mean, even a couple years ago, I would have believed it. Just because, like, Diddy's been showing signs for, like, years now. Like, I think it was, like, 2 years ago, he was on, what's it called, Drink Champs? It was before he got bigger. But who was it? It was, like, some Jamaican artist or something like that. And dude was getting mad because he kept calling him Daddy. He was like, we don't play.
Yeah, what's the thing with that? He kept calling Meek Mill Daddy.
Oh, well, okay, now he calls Meek Mill Daddy because, you know, that's probably his latest boy toy.
Damn.
But on that actual show that I was talking about, it was like some Jamaican artist. And, you know, Jamaicans, they don't play that. You know what I'm saying? They got words for that and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And, he kept calling him Daddy. He was getting mad. I was like, hey, man, you ain't going to talk to me like that. And he's like, no, I like that, Daddy. Keep doing that, Daddy.
Damn.
And everybody was like, all right, it's time.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, but he was drunk. He couldn't contain it no more. I think every time he gets
couldn't
drunk,
hold that monster in, man.
Yeah, I think every time he gets drunk, it just starts to come on out. Puts it up there on the table.
Here it is. Slap it on.
But,
Chris Unholy says Wendy Williams been saying Diddy was into some sus stuff since the 90s.
I can believe that. Because she's everywhere. Like, I never knew who Wendy Williams was until like, she had that show.
Yeah.
But apparently she's been around for a while, you know, knowing a lot of different celebrities and all kind of stuff.
Right. So, she was always in that circle.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure she got all the gossip.
Yeah.
Stuff you couldn't talk about, or even if you did talk about it, like, that's not true. Get out of here, Wendy.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah. But segueing back into this Meek Mill boy toy thing, you heard their sex tape got released? Diddy and Meek Mill?
I heard.
Did you hear the audio?
I heard the audio. It was uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. We actually got a couple different takes of it. I think one of them's a full clip and the other one's like a reaction to the clip.
I think I just put the reaction to the clip.
Okay.
I didn't put the other clip. It was too much.
Yeah, it might have nightmares after that.
All right, so we got a supposedly leaked audio of P. Diddy and Meek Mill going at it.
Doing the do.
This is just audio, so where was it? Okay, here it is. All right.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love.
I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it. Let's hear it.
Hold on.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
No.
Now, Miran, what does that sound authentic?
Play it for him again. Oh my God.
Yeah, just really give it a good listen.
People want to make it. They want to make it so badly. You get these vulnerable people. Parents are letting you do this because they want to make it so badly. Yeah. And then you record them probably and say, if you do anything, we got this on you.
You know what? What's crazy about that, right? It does sound real, right? But it could be anybody. But it sounds real.
You know where that audio leak came from?
Where?
I forgot the guy's name, but he used to go to some of the Diddy's parties. And
he was the one that got his audio guy.
Well, he was like one of the only people that wasn't like completely drugged out. Like he claims he brings his own weed everywhere because he doesn't trust people and stuff like that. So he wasn't taking none of the drugs at the party. But towards like 3 hours into the party, people were like drugged out, they're zoned out, and it's damn near orgies going on around there. He seen Diddy and Meek Mill go into the room, and he heard noises coming out of the room. So he went up. He claimed he pulled his phone out and recorded the audio.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
this shit.
But okay, it gets worse. So Meek Mill, he's having to deal with this now Because like in his raps, he's talked about like, oh, hope God forgives me for what I did with Diddy.
Oh shit!
He talked about how Diddy took him shopping and stuff. Like it gets deeper. But so Meek Mill's now supposed to be launching a lawsuit against Diddy for releasing their sex tape.
There's a sex tape
I guess so.
that Diddy released.
I didn't want to see it. I didn't look it up. But I'm assuming that audio clip is probably something in comparison to what it is.
If Chris Unholy is in the chat, find this video and we need to verify this information. Aaron Stuffwell says so much clapping. Yeah, shit, that audio was crazy. Like, oh, whoa, clap. That shit was wild.
Oh my god.
You can hear the vibration in his voice. Yeah, that's how you know like it's real. It wasn't.
Yeah.
There's not no fake soundbite.
That sound like Diddy. He probably was receiving.
Probably.
He's probably the receiver.
Either or, like it's bad news for both of them.
Yeah. I mean Meek Mill, like coming from the streets in Philly, like he's gonna get clowned. Like there's probably gonna be people trying to try him and everything for like the next couple. Like he's probably never gonna bounce back fully from that.
He just gotta admit to it. Both of them.
I mean, yeah. And honestly, none of this would be it wouldn't be a thing for them to be gay if they just admitted to it. But as far as like the music industry and all that stuff that they're doing on the low, that stuff probably would have.
Yeah, I think it's bad because they're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what made people want to focus on it more.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. But yeah, see, that's why I would never accept. You can give me $1 billion. You can try to give me $1 billion. I'm not gonna be sounding like that nigga in there. That don't even sound like nothing I want to be like.
$1 billion?
Even $1 billion, I wouldn't. No. I'm gonna remain a virgin.
All right, you guys in chat, would you guys do that for $1 billion if Diddy offered you $1 billion? Do whatever you want
to get clapped.
That's crazy, man. That's like you put your whole soul on the line, like in this earth, like your whole life that you lived on this earth, you're gonna just trade it in for $1 billion.
Yeah, that's what some people do.
I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
You sure?
I couldn't do it.
You can get your own network. You know, you can have like a network of podcasts all over the place.
That sounds nice.
You might be able to buy out Joe Rogan.
Damn, that sounds. No, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
It's not like I wouldn't be satisfied with that because I did it on my own. I didn't Diddy on my own. I didn't do it on my own. So
you didn't do it the Diddy
I wouldn't
way?
be satisfied. I don't want to take like the shortcut. Like, hey, here's a shortcut, but you gotta give up your ass.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can handle a Diddy dildo for what? Good.
No, but what if they offered like other stuff? Like, hey, let me get your firstborn too. Like, no.
Yeah, that's out of this world.
No, keep it. Keep your money.
I mean, based on the religious practices you take, like, I know me, I'm Christian. I don't even know how to explain that to God if I was to do something like that. Like, I die and he's like, so you want to talk about it? Like, I don't know the first way to explain that shit, bro. Like, I can't do it.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Nah, man.
Chris in chat says, I don't know if I could do it. Diddy sounds like he likes it rough. Bob says, but then you're stuck on Earth repaying your debt. Yep. You gotta repay your debt, but then on top of that, you probably have like trauma from your past life. And then you're wondering why.
Yeah, you might end up.
You have constipation all the time because you're locking up your butthole the whole time. You can't even. You're constipated, and you're like, "Hey, why do I have this issue?" Oh, because in the past life, Diddy ran many trains on you. Now, like when you got reborn, right?
Yeah.
Your butthole's just locked up. You can't even live normal.
Yeah, and you just think you got a birth defect.
Right.
Imagine if they had like soul doctors. Like, they're like at the top of the food chain for doctors. Like, you go and talk to them, they're like, oh, nah, bro. It's nothing wrong with you, really. You just had a really rough life last time. I'll be honest with you. Don't go to China. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's just crazy.
That is crazy.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, just say no to Diddy. He offer you something, just say no. Bob says, because you sold yourself for all that bad shit you did in that life.
Yeah. Damn, just imagine what he did in the last life.
Who, did he?
Yeah.
He probably got diddied.
Shit, he probably was a Diddy.
Yeah.
Diddy done.
Yeah, then he was like, all right, in my next life, I'm going to do it to other people because they did this to me.
Yeah, but that's...
And I want to see how they felt when they did it.
That's low vibrational. He probably became a demon.
Yeah. But he experienced that, what it felt like to be the person that did it to him in the past life.
If I got raped, I wouldn't like want to go rape people. I'm sorry.
But maybe...
I probably want to go kill the dude that raped me, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's... But the generations coming after, he's like, oh shit, I feel like I gotta do something.
That's a lot to think about.
Yeah, that's too far.
That's it's a little deep.
Balance. You always gotta think there's a balance in the universe.
Yeah.
For every good, there's a bad.
True.
Right? So like, it cannot all be good. If it's all good, then no one's learning shit.
Yeah. True.
If it's all bad, no one's learning shit. So it has to be a balance.
I agree with that. I just can't even fathom being in that cycle.
Yeah. All right, Chris Unholy, you take it easy, dude. I'll see you next week. Bob says, rapist, child, mom, dad, siblings. You got to be everybody. Everyone. Yeah, she's talking about like all the lives like you live, like as you're getting reincarnated back on Earth, like you die. All right, now you got to play the role of a mom.
Okay.
And then you gotta see how that feels like. Okay, you died. Now you gotta be the dad. Now you gotta be the son. Now you gotta be the rapist. Now you gotta be a murderer. Now you gotta be a Diddy. You gotta be the Epstein. You gotta be a Hitler. You're playing all the roles, so you know, like, all right, this is how it feels to be a human soul, like on Earth. So then, like God, right? Like they say, God is in everybody, right? So God is experiencing everybody's lives through millions of people.
But it's like, why would you want to experience the Diddy or like a Hitler?
Well, it's something he or she, whatever the entity is, they cannot experience at all, right? If they went down to Earth by themselves. So they put themselves into everybody that's born on Earth, right? And they do all the bad stuff. They're like, oh shit, I understand.
That's crazy. Like just like think about all the victims. Like somebody comes and like breaks that down to you, and they're like, "Oh wow, they were just learning off of me. That's all they did. They only cut my arm off and took my booty hole 2,000 times.
Damn.
Like that's not even a revelation. That's just like horrible.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't make sense. You can't even put like our own understanding, like our own logic. Like you can't put it in the puzzle because we can't understand it because we have morals too, right? We have like, okay, if you kill somebody, that's bad. We're not gonna do that
unless they raped you.
Yeah, so like, okay, what's the lines, right? If you're a lion in the jungle, you gotta eat. You're gonna kill that giraffe.
Yeah.
Now you're a murderer. You're gonna go to hell as a lion. Like what? You're just trying to eat. Same thing, right? Like humans. Like crazy thing about Earth, everything like on Earth has to kill something to survive.
True.
Every single animal.
Yeah.
And we just happen to be on the top, and we can kill all the animals.
Yeah, we're able to use tools because I don't think we're the smartest. I think we just found out how to use tools and create certain things that help us.
We're not I don't think we're the smartest, but we're the most powerful on this Earth.
Nah, because I want you to go get in the ring in like an ocean or something with a whale, or go fight a gorilla.
No,
you're not gonna win.
When I say we're the strongest, like that wouldn't even happen. Like you could just drop a bomb on a whale, drop a bomb on a whatever, the strongest monkey.
Now, but we couldn't do that shit 1,000 years ago.
We couldn't. Now, like the weird thing is that we're on top of the food chain. We can kill everything. Like nothing can touch us. Yeah, on this Earth, nothing can touch us.
With tools.
With tools, definitely. Not one-on-one battle.
Yeah.
But we evolved to where we have all the tools we need to destroy every single animal on this Earth, including us. Yeah. Which is freaking wild.
Yeah. And it's, you know what? I think it's after they figured out gunpowder, it was a wrap from there.
Basically, it was a wrap. Yeah.
Because like, imagine if we like lived in a world where we're still like using shield swords and fucking bronze armor or whatnot armor.
That shit was dope though.
It was dope, but just imagine like okay, we had to go to war. Like we went to Afghanistan and like dropped off people off a boat, and we went and fought over there. Like you're gonna have people coming back. They have like gaping holes in their stomach that they couldn't. You might lose an arm.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess they still lose arms now in the wars, but it'll just be wild. I think it'll be more honorable though.
Yeah, I think like back then, like how they were fighting, it was more honorable. Now it's like just drop a whole bomb in a village. What's the honor in that, right?
Not much at
That's
all.
just dirty. That's sneaky and dirty, and
Sounds like a Diddy move.
that's a Diddy move. Get you from the back, and no one's looking. All right, Proton. What else we got?
Supposed to be next. What's that?
All right, we got another footage for you guys. We're just gonna play it and then play along.
Diddy allegedly held freak-out parties with
yes, about the
underage
parties.
girls and sex workers and had hidden cameras in every room of his house. Producer Lil Rod claims in a bombshell lawsuit he was drugged and woke up naked in bed with
Oh, that's
Diddy and
Lil
2
Rod.
sex workers, and claims to have hours of video evidence documenting Diddy's serious illegal activity. Rod also alleged that Diddy possessed compromising footage of every person that attended, including Hollywood's biggest names and even royalty. He says the freak-out parties were career opportunities for young upcoming artists, and Diddy had music execs financially backing them.
Wait, so Diddy, he wasn't just messing with like regular people of age, he was messing with underage people?
Yeah. I didn't get the clip. I should have thought about it. I should have uploaded it last night. But I think it was, I can't remember if it was the news or like some kind of like YouTube channel trying to, they people are showing up at the Diddy like mansion that got raided, and they're like trying to like record and see what all they can see. And some black dude in the car, he's like in the passenger seat. He was like, "Yo, man, this dude's crazy, man. He got a whole busload of teenagers going into the, going over to his place and all this stuff." And there's even like a clip of him. He's talking about he adopted some white girl off the streets.
I saw that.
And I was just like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, now you got a black dad." He's like, it was just so weird.
He was
like,
all proud.
She looked so uncomfortable, bro. Like she looked like he was basically coaching her what you need to say next. He's like, just go ahead and clean up for the internet. Let them know that I got your parents' approval and let them know I'm taking care of you and all this stuff.
Damn.
She's like, yeah, he's a nice, generous man. Like it's just so bad.
Voice is shaking.
Like there's a gun definitely at the back of her. Like
say that thing I want you to say.
Right. There's probably like a cue card in the front. Like they're holding it up.
Yeah.
But
well, maybe like everything was like innocent at that point until after they're done recording that video. But then they got a green light. They're like, all right, we're about to change your life.
because there's another video where she's like on the side and she just looks like she's just defeated.
Shit.
Like she looks like she's just like, what? Where am I in life right now?
What? So was that an old clip?
Apparently this was like 2018, 2019.
So she's been through the ringer.
And she ain't been seen since, like, as far as what I've seen. Like, there's no, like, update videos. Her parents probably was like, nah, come on back on. We fucked up. We shouldn't have sold you.
That's crazy, dude.
Man, it's like I said, it's a whole Diddy rabbit hole out here. Like, stretching back to the 80s.
And it's crazy. Like, it's not just like with Diddy, but with the whole thing with the whole Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
With the Quiet on the Set documentary that came out. Was it a documentary?
Yeah.
Well, like the whole thing, like with the Amanda Bynes situation, like the parents didn't agree to do anything with that documentary because they said like nothing happened to Amanda Bynes, like nothing happened to her and stuff. But like the whole story with her was like she made like a fake account because she said her parents controlled all of her accounts and stuff, and she couldn't post nothing, so she made like a fake account, and then she proved like it was her, because she posted like her license and everything, like the picture of her license, and then she just blocked her address. She's like, "This is me," and then she's just gonna tell everybody like what happened, like with her and Rob Schneider, how she got pregnant at 13, she had to get an abortion.
Wow.
By the Nickelodeon guy.
Yeah.
And then she said like her parents like gave her up like to him, like knowing that they were doing all that shit. And then she said that her dad like molested her also, but like her dad got her committed to like a psych ward because like he wanted to hide the fact that he did all those bad things to her when she was a child. And so like they drugged her up and then they put her like in a psych ward, and you know, like she just looks like it's like a crazy Nickelodeon child, and she has no say. Like everything is being controlled. Like they control her assets, they control everything. Her voice.
That's great. So she was like the first Britney Spears.
Yeah, she was like a Britney Spears like situation.
That's crazy.
And she didn't even have like her own story to tell for the documentary on Quiet on the Set, and because their whole data, everything, they controlled everything, and
man, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That's fucked up. I hope she's able to recover, and I hope she's able to live a normal life at some point.
Yeah, she looks really different from like when she was making those videos where she has like a tattoo like on her eye, like, and then she gained like a lot of weight. She looks different. Like her face was different. Everything. She looks like an emo child. Like you know, they just shops at Hot Topic. Bob says pregnant by her dad, abortion at 13. No, she was pregnant by Rob Schneider, the dude that was like writing all the stuff for Nickelodeon.
He got Britney Spears' little sister pregnant too, right?
I don't know about that.
That's why they canceled that show, Zoe 101.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, she got pregnant by I think it was a producer. And, yeah, they basically just, like, cut the cord on all that stuff. She wanted to keep the baby. And, like, be with him and stuff or whatever. So,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's just deep.
What else we got on Diddy?
Well... It's including Diddy, but yeah. So rumor is, you know, one of Diddy's longtime friends, Jay-Z, has been doing the same shit. Maybe on like a quieter scale, because like just like Diddy with all the people coming out with the books, you know, there was a mistress for Jay-Z. She was a side chick, I guess, and she got pregnant, had a son, and then like 4 or 5 years or 2 years later, she's like, yeah, you got a son, you need to take care of him, but he's married to Beyonce.
Right.
And she magically dies, and then the son dies like shortly after that. Like they just got disappeared. You know what I'm saying? And
clean that up.
Yeah. But there's also evidence like he has plenty of like side pieces all over. Like he might not even be like having relations with Beyonce anymore. She's probably just okay. So I seen a video
just for the optics, so
well, just for business,
right?
Like I seen a video that her mom set them up to be married for business. Like they planned out decades ago. Y'all gonna be billionaires. Y'all both have the highest ratings. Y'all are most prone to be around for a long time. Blah blah blah. Y'all should get married and get this money.
Those are all for business.
All for business.
They don't even like each other.
I mean, in public probably, but it's reported that Jay-Z has been giving her drugs. Like because he admitted in an interview he met her when she was like 15.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that before Destiny's Child?
I think it. Don't have me lying to you. I think it might be around the Destiny's Child era or whatever. But I don't want to say nothing for sure. But he's been feeding her drugs all this time, and that's where you heard about the situation where Solange, her sister, was beating him up on the elevator.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, so just like you said in the games, you know, you'll see her. She just looks like she's just somewhere else and just happy.
She's out of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Solange noticed that on her sister, and she was like, "Yo, you been giving her these fucking drugs?" And he's like, "Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about." And then she started beating his ass on the damn elevator. And you know, they try to cover it up. You know, they had Beyonce sing something about him, about it, and all that stuff on one of her songs. Mm-hmm. But it's starting to come out because he's done this to other women on the side too.
Damn.
So, I think the next clip is talking about how the connections are made between Diddy and Jay-Z.
All right. That's the Player 2 one?
Yeah, Player 2 has entered the game.
Right. Bob says, yeah, she beat her ass, or she beat his ass.
Right.
On the elevator.
Goddamn right, Bob.
All right, next clip.
Puff Daddy to me is like a, what's them dudes who run the 3-ring circus? A dude that come out and, you know what I mean, Ringmaster.
Some massive allegations might be coming soon involving Justin Bieber, P. Diddy, and Usher. Usher was discovered when he was 14 years old by P. Diddy. In an interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2012, Usher admitted that Puff Daddy had brought him to sex parties and exposed him to drugs when he signed to the record label.
It appears Ice Cube is once again stirring up controversy, dropping hints about potentially shady dealings involving Jay-Z and Diddy. Brace yourselves for what could be a bombshell revelation, as the tea he's supposedly brewing threatens to shake things up. With each passing day, it feels increasingly likely that Jay-Z is following a similar tumultuous path as Diddy, suggesting there's much more to uncover. According to Ice Cube, there's a complex web of shadows connecting Jay-Z and Diddy, delving into some rather grim affairs while mutually covering their tracks. Interestingly, Jay-Z only severed ties with Diddy at the 11th hour, suggesting he was keen on concealing his own involvement.
I guess he the ringmaster because, he do it big and he always put on a show. So Puffy is the ringmaster.
Moreover, rumors are circulating that Diddy may have played a role in Justin Bieber's substance use issues. These rumors gain credibility when taking into account past allegations made by Cassie and Bieber's own statements regarding his fight against addiction, especially under the early pressures of stardom. Notably, Bieber's recovery and professional successes appear to align with his reduced association with Diddy, raising inquiries about Diddy's impact on Bieber's previous difficulties.
Record label. The cycle repeated when Puff Daddy found Justin Bieber around the same age as when he found Usher. According to Justin Bieber's own mother, Puff Daddy corrupted her son, pressuring him to go to these drug-fueled sex parties. This all becomes even more disturbing given the R. Kelly level allegations brought up against Sean Puffy Combs this past year.
Diddy's extravagant gifts to Bieber, such as a Ferrari and a mansion for his 18th birthday, have raised eyebrows, especially considering Diddy's previous financial controversies with other musicians. The situation becomes more intriguing as Diddy teases secret transactions with Bieber, opting to keep the specifics under wraps.
Other women and men all tell the same story of being drugged and SA'd by P. Diddy. P. Diddy allegedly admitted to murdering people to keep this all quiet.
On the other hand, with Diddy facing a barrage of legal battles, speculation arises whether Jay-Z might be next in the firing line for scrutiny. Yet, it prompts a moment of reflection. How did Jay-Z, of all people, become entangled with someone like Diddy, and what secrets could he be desperately guarding? Let's delve deeper into this enigma.
The thief is the worst thing. His hand should be chopped. Her hand should be chopped off. His or her hand should be. That's the way I feel about somebody taking something from somebody that ain't there. When you could go out and you could.
It appears that Jay-Z might be feeling the pressure, especially with Ice Cube allegedly revealing some rather dark details concerning the connection between him and Diddy. Rumors on the street
indicate that the information Ice Cube possesses could potentially deal a fatal blow to Jay-Z's career, possibly leading him straight into trouble.
There's talk suggesting that Ice Cube hasn't kept this tantalizing information to himself either. Whispers hint that he may have shared it with the authorities, aiming to bring both Jay and Diddy down. And let's not forget the recent spotlight on Jay-Z with all the scandals surrounding Diddy. People are now wondering if Jay might be the next one to face scrutiny.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right? Jay-Z, over the course of his career, and I have to still say allegedly, has done things and allegedly participated in a lot of things that the public would not be happy to know.
Storm Monroe, a well-connected insider, recently released a video shedding light on a potential storm brewing in Jay-Z's world. According to Monroe, once the chaos surrounding Diddy subsides, Jay-Z might find himself embroiled in a similar legal battle. Behind the scenes, shadowy figures are allegedly orchestrating Diddy's downfall and could drag Jay-Z into the fray.
Okay, here's the crazy thing I got about all that.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z, right? He's worth like over $2 billion.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Where did he gain all that wealth from? It wasn't from his albums.
Well, you don't listen to his albums, do you?
No.
It's an album he got called 444 where he talks about how he like acquired money, and he's actually trying to teach other people like, yo, this is how you can make some money, blah, blah, blah. But like he buys artwork, he invests in businesses. I think he has his own alcohol line. I forgot what it's called.
So he doing a lot of stuff on the side.
Yeah, he's
to gain that billion.
He's more of a businessman because I don't think the rap game is paying as much as.
Right. So that part didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So okay. So he was doing a lot of investing like on the sideline.
And then I think he does like writing on like Beyonce's albums and stuff like that too, or he uses his connections to like get people.
Because $1 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah. A lot.
If you compare it to $1 million, $1 billion is like beyond.
Yeah, I mean, most people will never, even in their whole lifetime, they probably wouldn't even make half of that.
Yeah, it's just so far out there, dude. $1 billion is just ridiculous. At that point, it's just numbers now.
Yeah.
How did those numbers get that big? Bob says, you heard that Sidekick predicted Diddy getting in trouble? Also, she said that Jay-Z is next, and she sees something with Bieber.
I wonder if Bieber's, like you were saying, Bieber's probably following the footsteps.
Like doing bad things?
Possibly. I mean, that's what the psychic says.
Shit. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, because he was in that scene. So I wouldn't be.
I mean, some made him and Selena break up. Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
They were like the it couple for a while. And then they just.
That might be like some puppy love stuff.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But as far as Jay-Z goes, it seemed like it's about to be a wrap. Cause like they got evidence that he messed with a rapper named Foxy Brown when she was 15, and then tried to give her some hush money to shut her up. I think he even let her drop an album and all this stuff. I think there's rumor. It's a girl named Tierra Marie. Another same situation. He was messing with her. She was like 15, 16, just freshly trying to get into the music business. She got to drop her single and album. She was famous for like a little while, and then she got cut off, got dropped from the label. They put an all call. Nobody can hire her.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because they control all that.
But here's some deeper stuff to that. 50 Cent claims that it was Beyonce that did the all call, saying you can't hire her. Like, from what he's saying, every time she catches Jay-Z messing with like a young girl or just any other girl other than her, she does whatever she can to like destroy her career.
Damn.
Like, there's another artist named Carrie Hilson. She's more of a writer, but she started trying to do her own music. She, just like everybody else, she dropped a song, got famous, album was really good, and boom, she disappeared, got dropped from the label. And then they said it was because she was beefing with Beyonce.
Damn.
So if you look at the next clip, it explains a little bit as to what's about to happen. Because they're doing the whole Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith thing.
Right.
Where they've been trying to get divorced for a long time already. Like they're about to just air it all out. I think she's waiting to see if he's going to go down in the court case. Because if he gets caught into this court case and all this stuff, she's probably just going to leave him just so she don't get dragged in with him.
All right, next clip.
To stay on the top, to remember.
There have been reports for a couple of weeks now that Beyonce was going to be taking a walk from her marriage following the recent accusations linking her husband, Jay-Z, to Diddy. There has been talk for a couple of years now that Jay-Z and Diddy have allegedly been involved in some seriously shady stuff, but that was just some pesky rumors among fans. But now it looks like there might be more to the rumors than we know, because the feds are allegedly involved in this already, and y'all can bet that Queen Bee is not about to stick around and go down with this sinking ship. Word on the streets is that she has allegedly set the move in motion to officially end her marriage, but she is keeping it as quiet and as private as possible because she doesn't want to deal with the drama. No matter what people say about Beyonce, one thing that nobody can deny is that she is as private and low-key as possible, and that's how she wants to handle this divorce. An insider revealed that Beyonce plans to pull a Will and Jada move where she gets divorced from Jay-Z, but she won't make the official announcement until the feds make their case against him, after which she plans to announce that they have been divorced for a while, but chose to be civil because of the kids, blah blah blah, you know, the usual mambo jumbo. But hold on, because there's a crazy plot twist here. According to rapper 50 Cent, Beyonce allegedly has an ulterior motive for divorcing Jay-Z. 50 is claiming that the real reason she is divorcing is that she is allegedly trying to cover her own tracks so the feds don't pick up her trail. You see, according to 50 Cent, not only was Beyonce allegedly aware of Diddy and Jay-Z's alleged activities, but she also participated in some really shady activities as well that could land her in hot water with the feds. So she is trying to dip as fast as she can. And one thing you can trust 50 to do, it's spilling the tea on shady shenanigans in Hollywood, especially when it's people he has beef with. And there is nobody that he has a bigger beef with than Beyonce and Jay-Z. Well, Diddy comes pretty close, so y'all can see why 50 has been on this drama since day one. Well, as it turns out, 50 has heard the inside tea on how Beyonce is planning to leave Jay-Z, and he is determined to make sure that she also faces some consequences.
Yo, I didn't know that. Are they really going through like a divorce right now?
It's not public, but that's what everybody's starting to say.
You think because everything is hitting the fan now it doesn't even matter if they're together or not, because it's not for the public no more? Because if shit start hitting the fan, right, and then everything get exposed, like, oh, I don't even like you anyway.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't even matter.
I mean,
right?
but there's been rumors that she's been sleeping with bodyguards and other people on
Bodyguards?
the side. Yeah, like it's probably like the early 2000s, maybe. They said she was sleeping with her bodyguard.
Damn.
So I mean, it is what it is. I think the business. I think it's bad for business, so it's time to leave. Because now they claim that they got a prenup and all that stuff, but nowadays, you know, you can defeat a prenup in court, shred that shit up. You can be like, oh, I was coerced. I was under the influence of alcohol when I signed it. You know, just something simple like that can destroy a prenup. So who knows? She's probably just going to take everything he has, let him go to jail. And
like, what about her, though? Like, she was involved in a lot of shit, too, right?
But that's if they don't catch her.
Shit. So they probably, like, erased, like, a lot of information, like, what they got from the Diddy house.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's scary. Like, that's why I feel like no matter how big you are, you're still most likely going to get jumped into this if you don't, you know, if you weren't just actually good in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I think any one of them can get it.
Yeah.
Because they're not at the top at all. They were the one that got invited.
Yeah. But they were participating. They weren't
right. They were participating, and then they gave them like an amount of power that they have.
Yeah.
Right. And then I guess when they weren't at no use no more, they're like, all right, some of you guys got to go.
Maybe, but I mean, I still think people above them are going to get dragged into this.
I think it's always going to be like that. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like a whirlpool. It's just going to keep sucking shit in.
It's a cycle, yeah. What else we got? Was that the last clip?
I think that was.
Oh, the Jay-Z clip. So you think like this whole thing is it's true about like Jay-Z, how he's gonna be the one next in line to get exposed?
I do. Personally, I do, because I mean, you've always heard stuff like this. Like, I think they said that Rihanna. So you remember the whole Chris Brown Rihanna fiasco? Right. He was beating her up.
She got punched.
So apparently the story behind that is Chris Brown got like herpes or some shit. And he was like, yo, you gave me fucking herpes. And she was like...
From Rihanna,
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I didn't. They're arguing back and forth. And she's beating on him. Like, it's kind of like that thing where it's like you're accusing somebody of something and they're getting mad instead of just saying, oh, I didn't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, she got mad. She's, like, beating on him and all that stuff. But behind the scenes, they say that she was having relations with Jay-Z upon getting her record deal, which she was 17 at the time. Yeah. So
she was under a Jay-Z label?
Yeah, she signed him. I don't know about right now, but when she first started,
but at that time,
yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, everything's up, bro. Like if you messing with little kids and teenagers and all that, I don't really respect you. I don't really.
Yeah. So
I can't.
Like when Chris Brown's like saying, "Hey, you gave me herpes," because he know for sure, like, "Hey, I wasn't sleeping with nobody else. Like, how did I get herpes?"
Right.
Because you're the only person I'm sleeping with, and which was Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, hey, Rihanna, you gave me fucking herpes. He's like, no, the fuck I didn't.
And like, notice they don't work together.
But then the story matches up with like how she got a record deal. Or does Jay-Z got herpes? Is that confirmed?
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna say I know that. But apparently Beyonce, because Tierra Marie, the other girl I told you that got canceled, she came in around the same time Rihanna came in, and after Beyonce got her canceled, she went up to the CEO and was like, "Yo, that Rihanna chick, she's gonna be something." Like, she was basically giving him the nod, like, "Yo, focus on Rihanna, forget the other chick." So it's, I don't know if there's any other filler information. That's just based off stuff I found on the internet. You know, could be wrong, could be a little bit off, maybe. But I think there's some truth to it. Like, people don't. Some stories you can't just pull out your ass and like it's gonna make sense when people hear it.
Yeah, you know, might be something to it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's gonna be I think we're gonna be going through court cases for like the next 5-6 years. They're just gonna keep finding people and be like, oh well, we got you.
You think like for 2024, like you think like they're gonna get Jay-Z in this year?
Possibly, yeah.
And that dude from Radio.
Oh, he's been got some. Like, he has allegations and like he's been to jail before already for this shit.
So
that's why you don't see him in movies. You don't see him popping up nowhere. He just no celebrity still.
It's pretty good in radio though.
Yeah, I mean that's it. That was like the last thing I remember from him.
Yeah, I was like, damn, how do you act like that?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh yeah, how you act like that so good?
Maybe, I mean, you don't know that man in real life. He's probably a little.
Yeah, if you can act like that, like, come on. What did you get away with in real life? If you can do that.
But yeah, men and women is on his list. Yeah.
And children. Bob says Chris Brown was singing about how he sold his soul. Oh shit.
I wonder what.
Man, they all. You know what Macaulay Culkin said before we close out?
What?
The dude from Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He did his all tell truth. Like he's like, I'm gonna tell you guys about Hollywood, like what they're doing. You know how a lot of like rap songs or something, they talk about like red bottom shoes, like the bottom is like red and shit.
Yeah.
Well, he was telling like the meaning of that whole shit. He was talking about how like celebrities or whatever, like big famous people, when you see them wearing like red shoes, it's the skin of children that they sacrificed. And after they sacrifice the children, they get their skin and then they make it into like red shoes. And if you ever see like celebrities or politicians wearing like red shoes, they're basically wearing children.
See that's them. I've heard that through the QAnon scenario.
Really?
Yeah, I learned about stuff like that from them because I think they even try to say when you wear a red tie, it shows that you're a part of the cult or the group or whatever.
Could be.
But
this is what the Home Alone kid said, and you know his career is already fucked up.
Yeah,
like
they ran him through the ring.
Yeah, after Home Alone, he had nothing.
Yeah,
he ended up like making a podcast. He called like Deep Down the Rabbit Hole, where he just talks about because he's fucked up. Like he probably got diddled.
Yeah, he probably got
diddled. Not by Diddy, but somebody else diddled him. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can believe it because it's like it has to be. We need more people to come out and speak up.
I think that's what's happening now. That's what's happening because I think they're starting to feel like they're more safe now. Because if they would speak out like in public, they wouldn't be like like belittled by people like, oh you're lying, whatever, you're just trying to get clout, whatever.
Yeah.
But now just like at a time where it's perfect for all the people that got fucked with like before, they can come out and start talking about it, and then nobody would be like, oh yeah, you're not crazy no more.
And then also you gotta think of it like this, like we got security cameras, we got you got people who will sit there and live stream themselves for like 10 hours just so it's like I didn't kill myself, just so y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's harder to get to them as far as trying to shut them up.
Yeah.
Without making it look too obvious.
And it's crazy, like the people that's like speaking out, they have to keep reassuring like their fans or the audience. They're like, just so you guys know, I'm not suicidal.
Right.
Just keep that in mind.
I would never do that. I've owned guns for years, and I would never shoot myself.
Right. And then the next thing you know, oh, they found out so and so committed suicide. Like, what the fuck? They just said they're not suicidal. What happened?
Right. Now we got to do an investigation.
Yeah, it's weird. That's almost like their protection. Like, they're still like, hey.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really sad overall. Like, that's why, like, that whole good and bad conversation we were having, it's like, it should never feel like it's outweighing either or. It's supposed to be, like you said, it's supposed to be a balance. But sometimes it feels like the bad is overweighing the good. And it's to the point where it's like people take precautions everywhere, just in like normal daily life, just to like not get caught up in some bullshit.
Yeah. I think it's turning around now. Like, I can feel like the shift. Like, you start to feel the shift. Like, all right, now the good guys, like, they have like the upper hand now.
We'll see. Because I mean,
this is what I feel.
Like I said, he had the video said he had officials and stuff going to his parties and all that stuff. That's probably part of the reason why he wasn't going to jail in the first place in all these other cases. They're probably protecting him from that. Or some police officer comes and says, hey, I got evidence that Diddy diddled these girls over here. And then they make the police officer and the girls disappear or something. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah, that is crazy, right? Imagine like you're a police officer, right? But they have all this shit on you. And like, yeah, you better not fucking release nothing because I have all this shit on you.
Yeah.
Right? Because you were at the Diddy party and I recorded you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good time. But now, like, you're on my time now.
Right. That's the thing, bro. Like, it's...
I wish you would fucking snitch on me like that because I got you too.
Yeah, I got your audio clip.
Yeah, that's why, like, what I say, they hold each other accountable. They all have each other by, like video clips or whatever. Like, they have evidence on all of them.
Yeah.
On each other. So it's almost like they have to be in a tight community. Like you were saying, like, maybe, like, okay, like, Diddy, he knows, like, judges and people and, like, district attorney, like, lawyers and stuff. Like, they're all connected together,
Yeah.
So they're all protected together.
Yeah.
And I think that's been happening for like a long time, but I think that it's at the point right now where they couldn't do it no more. It's too messy now. It's like, hey, how do you explain this now? Because it's too obvious now.
Somebody's probably using their own game against them and blackmailing certain people.
Right, they're just tired of it.
So
yeah,
well, not even that. They might have something to gain. Yeah, gain.
Yeah,
like I can't even fathom because, like, I'm just a small person here in the scheme of things or whatever.
They'll be knocking at your door tonight.
Well, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want them to know what I got. But bring it.
We heard you loud and clear.
Yeah.
All those three viewers, we were one.
We've dropped some pretty juicy information tonight. So
thank you.
You might want to get your dog ready. You know what I'm saying? Have them camped out at the doors and the windows. But just to clean up that Chris Brown thing. Chris Brown goes to Diddy parties too.
So even though, like, sure, like, he probably got burned, but he probably did some bad things too.
Probably so.
Right? They can't escape. Like, come on. Like, if you're at a Diddy party, you're young, you're in your 20s, you have all the money in the world, you have all the drugs in the world.
I mean,
why not, right?
I don't know. I can't say why not, but I just don't understand because, like, somebody like Chris Brown, he has women all over the world that want to, like, jump on him. So it's like, why would you, like, get involved in these activities when you can just, like, say, hey, somebody pull up, and they're gonna do it. Like, they're gonna pull up. It was some what's his name, Aiden Ross or something like that, the white guy with the podcast. He was on Aiden Ross's podcast, and they're like spoofing people on was it Omegle or something like that, the little video chat where you stream with random people. And some chick, she was like talking to them. She was like, "Wait, is that Chris Brown?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh my God, I'll do anything. I'll fuck 12 times a day if you want me to," and all this stuff. And he was like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying? But that's what people were thinking. Well, not well, whoever likes him like that, that's type of shit they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to like force nobody. You don't have to like get them drugged out or drunk. You know, you can just
but
certain
like
people.
What I was saying, like if you're at like a Diddy party, right? A bunch of celebrities, females everywhere, you got like anything at your fingertips, and you're Chris Brown, famous celebrity. You would think he would dabble in something, right? Like what he's gonna say, hey, oh no, sorry, I can't do it.
Maybe so. I mean, there are people with morals who just say no.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure there's people like that. But you
like
think
Cat
Chris
Williams said no 4
Brown
times. I don't know about Chris Brown. I don't know his character like that.
That's why like Chris Brown, like he has a case, but then he has a case against him too.
Yeah.
Right. So like he can't like, hey, so and so did this, like, oh, but you did all this. Chris Brown's like, fair game. I'm gonna back off. You step off the gas. Okay, you know, it's like, yeah, I got you, but yeah, they got me too. So they're like, oh, he's not gonna fuck around. Be like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because he know he did some shit too.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But Cat Williams, he's clean.
Yeah, he said he got a virgin booty hole.
According to like the internet, Cat Williams is clean.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like to me, he still give off vibes like he did done something too. But there's just maybe nobody has receipts on it. But I sense like he did some fucked up shit too. But he's coming off as like someone that's so clean.
When he did his iconic interview earlier this year, that was plenty enough time for people to, like, from then till now, it was plenty enough time for people to come up and be like, oh no, Cat Williams did this, he did this to me. I think he's a legit dude. Like, you know, I'm not trying to ride, but
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I mean,
I'm just getting the vibes of like, oh, they're too clean. Like, are you really that clean?
I mean, he has like 9 children, 9 adults. Like you got more things to be doing than being Diddy when you got all those kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're not like in the mainstream. You're in your own lane.
Right. It's almost like he never blew off, but everybody knows him
because he didn't blow.
Right.
So.
Yeah. He didn't give it up.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes sense. Bob says, "What about that dude from So Raven on the Disney show?"
Oh, what's his name? I know who you're talking about. I forgot, but yeah, no, that dude. He said he's partied with Diddy a bunch of times. He said Diddy can blow. Not singing.
Blow like what?
Not singing. He can blow. He said he gave him the oh my gosh or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So where's his career now?
He just does interviews. I don't know what he does in real life now. Like, I think he drops music every now and again, but I don't think he's like in any type of like mainstream limelight.
Damn.
He just anytime I see him, he's just doing some interview where he's talking about, oh yeah, I used to fuck him. You know, like that's
Bob says trash.
Yeah, he's been washed up through the industry so much.
Yeah, like because he wasn't like famous like that, right? And then he got like fucking diddleized or whatever you call it, and then
he joined the gang.
Like he's nothing now, right? Like the crazy thing is, like we're talking about him now, so he has some type of power, right?
Maybe not power. He's got clout.
Right, that's crazy because we're talking about him now. You think he's sneezing right now?
Maybe.
You know when you sneeze, like
Yeah.
someone's talking shit.
He might be, or
his ears are burning.
He might be involved in the activity right now and can't even feel it.
You think like he's getting excited because he knows about it? Like it's like, hey, like my ears is burning right now. Somebody's talking shit about me. So he's getting excited. It's like, oh shit, like he's about to get viral again.
He probably just got Googled twice, so he's like probably wet.
Shit. Eyes are twitching, like what Bob said.
But
damn.
Yeah. Oh, Orlando Brown. That's his name. Orlando Brown.
That's him.
Yeah, the oh my gosh dude.
Damn.
But yeah, no, he admits, like every interview he's always talking, oh yeah, I used to fuck Bow Wow. I fucked Trey Songz. I fucked
Bow Wow.
Diddy. Yeah. Think about it. Bow Wow was like 9 years old when he got into the industry.
He disappeared too.
Yeah, he took a hiatus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he.
What about Lil Romeo?
I think his dad kept him out of that.
Saved him.
Because he was under his dad's label. Like he was. His dad
probably saved him.
Yeah.
But Lil Bow Wow.
He tried to get him to go to college and like go do something with your life.
Because they know they're about to get his ass.
Oh yeah, they probably would have tore him up. Diddy probably would have loved to have him in a flavor camp.
Shit, that's crazy. Usher was like, yeah, flavor camp was cool, but they're like, would you send your kids there? Like, hell no. It's like, I thought you said it was cool. It's like, no. You don't understand. Like, no, my kids can't go there.
Yeah, Usher said, I crawled so that y'all can walk.
Yeah, so you guys can live a normal life. I think we're good for today, huh?
Yeah, I think we had a good little conversation.
Yeah, we got through all the videos. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you for coming out again.
No problem. It's cool if I shout my Instagram out.
Run it.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram at NawfZombie. That's NAWFZUMBI.
There it is.
And yeah.
All right, that's all you got. You got no comedy videos?
Nah, not right now. But hey, mom. Hey, dad.
Hi, mom.
Hey, Angela. How y'all doing?
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Next week we're gonna have Chris Unholy Jesus live here in the studio. He's gonna be back in town, so you guys come check us out. Peace out. Adios.